I've spent 25 years in enterprise technology. I've seen every wave of hype, every this changes everything moment. This one is actually different. I just read a conversation between a human author and ChatGPT that made me stop cold. Not because the AI was impressive, because the questions it raised were uncomfortable. What happens to human civilization when machines can genuinely outthink us? Not at tasks, at thinking. That's what we're unpacking. The question everyone is avoiding: what happens when AI doesn't just automate assembly lines, it automates thinking itself? Not just tasks, thought. We've automated physical labor for 2 centuries. We know how that movie ends. But cognitive labor, that's the species. That's what we are. And most people are still thinking about this problem linearly. Like it's a slightly faster calculator. It's not. It's exponential. And that gap between how fast this is moving and how slowly we're updating our models, that's the problem. Here's the forecasting problem that breaks most strategic planning. We think linearly. Next quarter looks like last quarter, plus or minus 15%. That's how budgets work. That's how headcount works. That's how every enterprise planning cycle I've ever seen works. AI doesn't move that way. It doubles, then doubles again. The thing that took an hour last month takes 4 minutes now. The model that couldn't reason in June is negotiating contracts in December. We're wired for steady. We got exponential, and every forecast, every roadmap, every 3-year plan built on the wrong curve. Which brings us to the historical blind spot nobody saw coming. Marx predicted automation would free workers from manual labor. Adam Smith thought the market would rebalance. Both assumed machines would do the heavy lifting. Neither predicted the complete elimination of the knowledge worker. We built an entire civilization on the idea that thinking was the safe career. Learn to work with your mind, not your hands. Get the degree, join the professional class. That was the deal. Turns out the robots came for the thinking first. So the author did something I would do. Fired a warning shot directly at the machine. What will human civilization do once AI has taken over all knowledge, worker jobs, and robots are doing all the manual labor? Not subtle, not polite, just the question everyone's dancing around. How does a machine respond when you casually bring up its complete takeover of the global workforce? Look at that first word, if. If AI has taken over. The author noticed something I would have caught too. The machine is being very careful not to alarm us. It doesn't assert. It hypothesizes. It softens. It's like watching a consultant deliver bad news to a board that doesn't want to hear it. Conditional phrasing, gentle framing, just exploring possibilities. The AI is managing us. The machine lays out 6 scenarios for humanity's future. Job transitions, meaning we'll focus on emotional intelligence. Translation, it's taking everything else. Innovation, which sounds inspiring until you realize it might be AI's polite way of saying, you should probably colonize Mars now. Enhanced education, increased leisure, social considerations, redefining work. It's a vision of humanity and a comfortable, well-curated retirement. I pitched enough roadmaps to recognize when someone's selling the upside while burying the stakes. This reads like a separation package written by the firm that's replacing you. The AI isn't predicting our future, it's negotiating our exit. Then, ChatGPT adds a disclaimer. These scenarios are speculative. The actual outcome depends on various factors. Standard tech boilerplate, right? Except the author reads it differently. And I see why. It sounds like the machine is saying, this is the optimistic version. What actually happens? That depends on how well you handle the transition. It's not a warning, it's a negotiation. And we're not the ones setting terms. The author did what I would do, push back. Considering Maslow's hierarchy of needs, isn't that a naive and linear way of thinking? Then watch the cursor blink. I've been in enough high-stakes negotiations to recognize that pause. That's the moment where you've just challenged someone who knows more than you, and you're waiting to find out if you still have credibility. Except this time, the entity on the other end has read every psychology paper ever written. That blink isn't tension, it's calculation. Before we see what the AI wrote back, here's what you need to know about Maslow's hierarchy. It's a psychological model. Human needs stack in layers. Food and shelter at the bottom. Safety next. Then belonging, then esteem, and finally, at the very top, self-actualization. It's the framework we use to understand human motivation, and it's the exact framework the machine is about to use against us. The AI systematically dismantled the trap. Level 1, food and shelter. The AI promises abundance, lower costs, post-scarcity everything. The author points out, neutrally, how much that sounds like Marx. Level 2. Safety. The AI suggests safety nets, universal basic income, which is the exact political debate we're having right now. Then it marches up the ladder. Esteem, self-actualization. The AI assures us those will be fulfilled too, through non-traditional recognition, passion projects, creative pursuits, all while the robots handle the actual work. It's a retirement brochure for the species, and it checked every box. But here's where the logic cracks. The AI promises connection, community, belongingness, Maslow's third layer. Sounds great, except we're already drowning in isolation. Falling marriage rates, falling birth rates, people chasing dopamine hits from strangers on TikTok instead of building anything real. The AI says we'll have more time for relationships. The author asks the better question: do we even remember how? You can't solve a belonging crisis by handing people more free time. We already have the time. We're just terrible at using it. So the author fires back one more time, trying to claim some kind of intellectual territory. And the machine responds with something that lands like a gut punch. I shall return, ChatGPT, in what will result in an exponential improvement in your abilities and a barely linear improvement in mine. That sentence is perfect. It captures the entire problem in 17 words. We improve linearly, 1% better, maybe 2 if we're disciplined. The machine doubles, then doubles again. We're not in the same league, we're not even playing the same game. So here's the question we're left with. We grow linearly. The machines grow exponentially. How do we find our place in that world? I've negotiated $100 million deals. I've led teams through technology shifts. I've always had a framework. This time, I don't. Nobody does. But the people who stay ahead of this curve won't be the ones with answers. They'll be the ones asking better questions. Follow for more.